Good evening, Internet. My name is Udoka. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm usually talking about, I do talk about whatever I want, but I'm now learning more about the Gabby Petito case. I wanted to put together a timeline for those who are also trying to catch up. This is a case, this has been and will be one of those cases where us on the internet are going to be a major help. That's why you're seeing a lot of people on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. Everybody is talking about this case in detail so we can finally get justice for this missing person, now supposed found person. So today is the 19th. It is late in the evening, and here's what we know so far. I'm going to take you through a series of videos that will help paint a picture. I will refrain from inserting my own personal ideas and biases. I just want to give you the information, and in the description of this video, I'll have links to other YouTubers who have more insight and they share their opinion, as well as a Reddit link. There is a subreddit where there is a wealth of information there. Now, before we start with this timeline, you should know that Gabby, missing person, last seen with her fiance, Brian Laundrie, and there's a lot of details from there. They began dating in 2019. They have been living together at Brian and his parents' home for a while, and they became engaged last year in 2020. Now, all this trouble begins July 22nd. They took off for a road trip. They decided to become like nomadic van dwellers, if you will. Let's watch this clip.
People from across the country are showing their support as investigators try to piece together what happened. This is 10 Tampa Bay. I'm Angelina Salcido.
And I'm Carolina Lead. Ryan and Allison have the evening off. Today, investigators said that they already have received about 1,000 tips in this case. But most of them are leading them really nowhere. Their biggest request right now is for her fiance, Brian, to speak up.
He joined her on the cross-country trip, but he returned without her. Here's what we know about the trip. The couple began their trip from New York on July 2nd. New information from our CBS affiliate shows they made a stop in Colorado Springs and the Great Sand Dunes around July 8th. Denver's FBI says it is now joining in the investigation. Weeks later, on August 12th, police in Moab, Utah were called out for a disorderly conduct situation involving the couple.
What was it you were attempting to accomplish by slapping?
I was trying to get him to stop calling me something.
So I locked the car and I walked away from her.
No charges were filed, but police did order them to spend one night apart to calm down. A week later, on August 19th, they shared video of their journey on YouTube.
Sorry. It looked like somebody was taking a picture of me from outside. That was weird. Okay. Anyway, so I hope you caught that. They began their journey July 2nd, and they have been posting their adventures on Instagram since then. August 12th, police came out because someone called the police and reported there was a domestic dispute going on. The police actually sided with Brian and thought the best course of action was for them to separate. So the police actually helped Brian get to a hotel, and they let Gabby stay in the van because, mind you, this van is Gabby's van. It is in her name, and this road trip was her idea. And it was her goal to be a content creator, someone who's making content on YouTube, Instagram, all of these, and share her life as a van dweller. She created this YouTube channel, and August 19th, this video was uploaded.
Gabby Petito never goes outside.
ask her no one.
Oh, they're also very health conscious couple. During the dispute with the police officer August 12th, Brian even declined bottled water because he doesn't like plastic. So they're very eco conscious and health conscious.
All the chocolate melted.
Camp spot, and we've been lucky so far at all the places we've stayed, but I'd say this is one of the best so far. Since we left New York, I've only set up my hammock once, and now we're all the way in Utah, and luckily enough I was able to set up my hammock in one of these trees.
So that just gives you a little glimpse into their life and what Gabby was like. Let's keep going down this timeline, because after that was posted, August 21st is one of the last times we know that Gabby and Brian were together.
And FaceTime calls, they've been able to pinpoint the last few stops on the couple's road trip before they stopped hearing from her altogether. News specialist Ashley Moser joins us live with a look at that trail. Ashley?
Well, Deanie, since the couple had been uploading a lot of content to their social media pages, investigators have a lot to go on as for where they were specifically. But it stops like this one at this hotel out by the airport that they only know about because the family had ordered Uber Eats to be delivered here. It is the last spot the couple was spotted in Utah.
On July 2nd, Gabby Petito leaves New York with her boyfriend Brian Laundrie to start their cross-country road trip. They head west in their van, stopping in Colorado and spending time in southern Utah. On August 12th, someone calls Moab police on the couple during a heated argument. According to interviews caught on police body cam, the encounter included Gabby slapping Brian and Brian attempting to lock her out of the car. We don't know where else the couple stopped, but according to family, they made their way up to Salt Lake City, where on August 21st, Gabby's father orders her Uber Eats. The meal is delivered to the Fairfield Inn and Suites near the Salt Lake City airport. On August 24th, the couple leaves Salt Lake City, headed for Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. Gabby's mom says that was the last time they had a FaceTime call. She says it was on that call her daughter made a comment about not knowing where her relationship with her boyfriend was going. Communications with Gabby then switched to text only. On August 25th, the couple's van is spotted at Grand Teton National Park. It was also the last day a picture was posted on Gabby's Instagram. On August 30th,
let's talk about the picture posted on Gabby's Instagram. People found that very suspicious.
So looking at Gabby's last Instagram post, you can see how abnormal it is from the rest of her captions. Even her captions that are really small include hashtags or little smiley faces. Her mom continued to hear from her over text message up until August 30th, but she is not 100% convinced that that was from Gabby. Brian returned to Florida on September 1st alone with no Gabby.
So everyone is very suspicious because the way that was posted wasn't like Gabby, and Gabby's mom felt like her text messaging was also not like her. I also want to mention, before Gabby's last text, supposed text, August 27th, their van was spotted by another van-dwelling YouTube couple.
On August 27th, 2021, we got camera footage going through the Grand Tetons Park around 6 to 6:30 p.m.
This is at the Spread Creek dispersed camping area. We got there and there was a huge gravel lot, and we decided we wanted to try to drive more toward the back because we had heard the views were better back there. So we were heading back on this long dirt gravel road.
And we came across a white van that had Florida plates, a small white van. We were going to stop and say hi because we're from Florida too, but the van was completely dark. There was nobody there, so we decided to continue on our way.
Yeah, the van looked like it was pretty much kind of abandoned. We figured maybe they were out hiking or they were just chilling inside. There was no doors open. You know, it was just kind of, neat to see a Florida plate, on the other side of the country. It's not something you see all the time.
But we wanted to include this in the video just in any way that we can help and get this out there to be able to find Gabby Petito. So if you could share it, if you know anything, please don't hesitate.
Yeah, as we're coming up on it, we're approaching it up here on the left-hand side. This is most definitely Gabby Petito's Ford Transit van. It's kind of wild, like it's saying a little bit, because we drove past, we actually weren't able to find any sites, and we ended up driving back through, saw it again, but here it is on the left. So.
And I slowed it down so you can possibly see it a little bit better.
But kind of freaky for a late Saturday evening, but we just kind of had a brain fart. Oh my God, there's that van. So if anybody can help, I know the FBI is looking for all the help they can get onto the case.
Okay. And I believe it was confirmed that was their van. Okay, so that was August 27th. August 29th, a TikToker claims to have picked up Brian. Let's hear about that.
Fox 13's John Franke has been up at Grand Teton National Park for the last couple of days covering this story.
Yeah, and we've been hearing from a woman who claims that she and her boyfriend encountered Brian Laundrie alone in Grand Teton National Park. So we want to go right out to Fox 13's John Franke live at the park in Wyoming this evening with what we're hearing from that woman. John?
Well, hey guys, yeah, that woman is named Miranda Baker. She's from Wisconsin, and today she posted a series of videos, as you mentioned, on TikTok. Now, she claims that she and her boyfriend met Brian Laundrie at a rest area in the northern section of this park. Here's her explanation for sharing this information.
Hi, my name is Miranda Baker, and on August 29th, my boyfriend and I picked up Brian at Grand Teton National Park at 5:30 at night at Coulter Bay. I'm hoping this can help someone identify him because I saw him from TikTok, which then made me call the authorities, and my boyfriend and I have been in contact with a bunch of different people to help piece together different parts of this case.
And now she claims, again, this happened near Coulter Bay. There's a campsite up there with some showers. That's where she claims she met Brian Laundrie. It was outside those showers there on the northern section of the Grand Teton National Park. It's also one of the less crowded areas that we've encountered here over the past couple days. We saw a few families out there having a picnic, enjoying some time on the beach near the lake as well. Here's more of her account of what happened.
We picked him up at Coulter Bay, like I said, at 5:30. He approached us asking us for a ride because he needed to go to Jackson, which we were going to Jackson that night. So I said, hop in. He hopped in the back of my Jeep. We then, proceeded to make small talk. But before he came in the car, he offered to pay us like $200 to give him a ride, like 10 miles. So that was kind of weird. He then told us he's been camping for multiple days without his fiance. He did say he had a fiance, and that she was working on their social media page back at their van.
Now, we want to be perfectly clear that neither the police, the FBI, or Gabby Petito's family are confirming anything in Miranda Baker's account. Of course, social media has many theories out there, people claiming that they saw something, but we felt we wanted to share this with you just because her account was so detailed and really shared so many details about what she believes happened. Reporting.
Okay, so that happened. Or supposedly happened. I don't know yet if it has been really confirmed or corroborated, but that was August 29th. Then August 30th is the last text message we get from Gabby's phone.
30th, Gabby's mom gets a text from her daughter's number, but she isn't sure if it's actually Gabby. After that, Gabby stops replying to texts. On September 1st, police say Gabby's boyfriend gets back to Florida. And on
Let me also play a clip about what people are thinking about with that last.
That tells me that something bad happened. And I'm never going to be able to hold my baby girl again. But my head tells me that if I focus on that, I'm not going to be able to do the job that needs to be done, that our boyfriend or fiance should be doing.
Now, you guys, Gabby Petito, she is still missing, and we are really at this stretch trying to find out where she is. Now, we basically found out that the boyfriend came back on September 1st, and the last time anybody heard from her was August 30th by text. Now, you guys, I want you to listen to this time frame being explained on when the boyfriend left and when the mom received that last text.
That text was sent August 30th from Yosemite National Park, right? Well, just 2 days later, September 1st, her fiance, Brian Laundrie, returned to Northport. So that drive is more than 60 hours. So if Gabby was the one who sent that final text from Yosemite, it's impossible that Brian was with her.
Now, a friend that wants to remain anonymous, she's saying that she was supposed to meet up with Gabby, but she never heard anything else back from her. Now, she was supposed to meet up with Gabby at Yellowstone National Park for her birthday, but Gabby just went ghost. Now, when the text message went to the mom on August 30th, it was said that she was in Yosemite. Now, that would have been hundreds of miles away from where she was supposed to meet this friend. So how did she get from Yellowstone to Yosemite when she was supposed to be in Yellowstone to meet this friend? Gabby's parents do not believe that it was Gabby that texted, but if the boyfriend was already on the way back home, who had Gabby's phone and who texted that number? Like, it's not adding up unless the boyfriend still had the phone.
So me and Brian just got up and got ready, made the bed in the tent, set up. I think our plan for today is to just hang out here in the tent. Brian's stretching, doing some morning yoga.
So we still don't know, when did Brian leave? When did he leave Gabby to get home by September 1st? And I think it's been confirmed that Gabby did send a Snapchat message to her friend stating that she's on her way to Yellowstone, but of course, she never made it there. Okay, let's finish the timeline.
September 11th, after not hearing from Gabby for 2 weeks, family reports her missing to police. 2 days later, police locate the van the couple was traveling in at the boyfriend's parents' home in Florida. And on September 15th, Brian Laundrie is named a person of interest in this case.
Now, there is an obvious...
So, after he's named a person of interest, he goes missing. We still cannot find Brian Laundrie.
That are underway right now in separate parts of the country for Gabby Petito and her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, nowhere to be found days after authorities named him as a person of interest in Petito's disappearance. ABC's Trevor Alt is in Northport, Florida, where the FBI is now searching for him. Trevor, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. So we're only about 10 minutes from Brian Laundrie's house, and the search should be resuming this morning with the sun coming up. But this is not an easy task. This is all essentially swampland. And we know these multiple law enforcement agencies working together are using whatever they can, drones, four-wheelers, canines, anything to try to find Brian Laundrie, both for his own safety and also, of course, because he could very well hold the key to finding Gabby Petito.
This morning, a massive search underway in Florida as investigators hunt for Brian Laundrie, first named a person of interest in the disappearance of his girlfriend Gabby Petito, and now missing himself, believed to possibly be somewhere in this Sarasota County marshland stretching 24,000 acres.
You could be out here for months if you wanted.
The FBI and local police leading a coordinated effort. Officials say they were directed to Carlton Nature Reserve after Laundrie's family finally spoke with them, saying they hadn't seen Brian since Tuesday.
Brian is a resident of this community. Brian was not a suspect in a crime. Brian was a person of interest and a missing person. You know, we're not following him everywhere he's going.
Laundrie had been on a cross-country road trip with Gabby Petito, the couple last seen in Utah, but investigators say he returned home to Florida without her and refused to speak with authorities about Gabby's whereabouts. His lawyer saying before Brian's disappearance, he advised Brian not to speak with police because whatever he said could be used against him. His silence drawing protests outside his home. And when officials announced his disappearance, the Petito family attorney responding in a statement that they believe Brian is not missing, he is hiding. Gabby is missing. These body camera images show the couple days before Gabby was last seen.
It's very frustrating. We're all trying to put together the pieces, and the one person who can help decides to go missing. And he is hiding in an area of Florida that is not comfortable at all. There's a lot of alligators, insects, forage, and it can take a very long time to find anything there, let alone somebody who is potentially on the move. Now, since then, there's been an update, and we believe Gabby's body has been found.
Hi everyone. As you guys have probably heard by now, Gabby Petito's body has been found. She's a 22-year-old woman who went missing at the end of August after going on a cross-country trip with her fiancé, Brian. Her fiancé left her and went back home, and when her family was trying to find her, she was nowhere to be found. And of course, this situation has taken a dark turn because Gabby's remains have been found.
Earlier today, human remains were discovered, consistent with the description of Gabby Petito. Full forensic identification has not been completed to confirm 100% that we found Gabby, but her family has been notified of this discovery.
Something I find really unsettling about that FBI agent's statement is that he talks about her remains being found. Her body has been located, but what did Brian do to her? And of course, Brian looks really guilty right now. As you guys know, her fiancé is currently missing somewhere in Florida. They believe that he's in the Carlton Reserve, which is a large forest, and the authorities have been searching there for him. I didn't want to go on live stream or really make a long video about this because I truly feel depressed over this situation. I mean, I can't imagine what Gabby's family is going through. And
I can't either. Oh my God. So, autopsy hasn't been done yet. Cause of death, time of death. These things are unknown. We haven't done like a DNA match to make it super 100% undeniably her, but Gabby does have tattoos. She does have identifiable markers that would make her easy to identify. We don't know how or what happened, and we don't know how or what's happening with Brian. This case has been aided by the online community. This is not the first time the online community has helped. That footage of that couple who spotted the van on the 27th, that was recently released, and that did help lead to the discovery of her remains. I wanted to put this timeline together for people who are trying to understand what's going on, figure out what's going on, so everyone is able to help to the best of their ability. Thank you for watching. If you have any additions or corrections to make, please leave them in the comments below. I will be linking my sources in my description, and I will also be linking a YouTuber named Literally Lizzie, who has some more insight, and Jordan and McKay. They are an ex-Mormon couple who have been following this case since the beginning, and they have some insight to a lot of things as well. I will also be posting the Gabby Petito subreddit. Thank you for watching. Take care.